Hey everybody, it's me, Richard, with Nightmares. Cheers, anyone. Today I'm going to be doing a review on 1991's Needful Things by Stephen King and this year's First Hunt by A. Lopez Jr. And I am drinking out of my sparkly Diva Ursula mug today. Yes, you guys come back right after the intro. Hey guys, welcome back. Sorry, I know you had to listen to me slurp that coffee, but it's good. So, we are going to be doing 2 reviews today. But before I get into the reviews, I want to show you guys all my infamous villains shirt. Yes, I got this for Christmas from Bruce's nephew and niece. So thank you, Wesley and Valerie, for the cool ass shirt. And it's cool because it glows in the dark. Yeah, all these bitches glow in the dark. They're pretty cool, actually. It's a very cool shirt. Yeah. And hey, you guys know me. I can never have enough villains in my life. So, before we get into today's review, those of you that love horror as much as I do, don't forget to hit that subscribe button right there. Ring that bell so you get notifications of when I post another video. Let's get into the reviews. So, hopefully all you guys had a good Christmas. Today is the 29th. I cannot believe it's Wednesday, December 29th. Friday night is New Year's Eve. Those of you that are going to go out, please don't drink and drive. It's just not worth it, you guys. It's not worth the ticket if you're going to get one, and it's not worth taking your chance on your life or somebody else's. So yeah, don't drink and drive. Now, before I get into the reviews, well, let's just get into the reviews. This first one is from, and I'm going to save the best for last, which is this one, First Hunt, yes. Now, I'm going to pop up the cover of the original book. I do have the original book up there somewhere. I have an original paperback, and I've got this hardback cover too, but it's there in that cabinet, and I do not want to pull out all my Stephen King hardbacks to find it, so I'm just going to pop up the cover of the audiobook, which I listened to. I listened to the audiobook because I just did not want to hold a big old heavy hardback in my hand. And this is based on the 1991 book by Stephen King. It was made into a 1993 film starring Bonnie Bedelia and Max von Sydow and the guy from The Abyss. I can never remember his name. But here's what I read on my Goodreads. Here's what I wrote on my Goodreads account. Now, those of you that don't follow me on Goodreads, you guys can follow me right there on Goodreads under Richard K. Wilson. Now, here's what I wrote on my Goodreads account. I'm not going to show you my rating. There's the original cover. There's my bold print. So I wrote, after having read this 30 years ago, I don't need to read it again anytime soon. Like all Stephen King books, this one too is almost 200 pages, way too long. But it was fun and gory. Won't be going to Castle Rock anytime soon, though. Can't, because I really think it's a fictional town. But revisiting what King calls the last Castle Rock story, as it says right there on the cover of the hardback, it was a fun time. Wait a minute. Revisiting what King calls the last Castle Rock story on the front cover was a fun time, as it was the first time I read it in 1991. But it did not creep me out as it did the first time. But the spider scenes at the very end, yes, the very end, still made my skin crawl. You all know I hate spiders, and this scene was a doozy. Very, very creepily written. The spider creature thing, it was just, yeah, it's still just creepy as hell. Now, when little strange old man, not really that old, Leland Gaunt moves into Castle Rock, Maine, and decides to open the even stranger little shop and names it Needful Things. The local townspeople think, oh, this will be exciting. What they do not realize is that their lives and everything in their quaint little town is about to go to hell in a handbasket. And I will bet, if you guys looked closely enough, that little basket is probably for sale somewhere in the store Needful Things. Yeah, this store sold the most amazing things, and the two old lady characters of Nettie and Wilma, and the way that they are at each other all the time, literally, was still my favorite, and the favorite characters, and my favorite scene in the book. And the ultimate battle between these two ladies is one you'll never forget. Though I have always thought that King took a lot of the story from Michael McDowell's vintage horror classic, The Amulet, these vindictive and greedy people who covet what they cannot afford are in a class all by themselves. Yes, I'm talking about the people in Castle Rock, Maine. Now, if you've read Michael McDowell's 1980s something classic, I did do a review on The Amulet. I still think that King took a lot of inspiration, even some of the characters, and based his characters that are in Needful Things off of the people in The Amulet. Let me see, where was I at? Now, Leland Gaunt is not your original character. This character has been written not as Leland Gaunt, but this style of character has been written for hundreds of years. Now, he is not an original type of character, but he is evil in this book. I still do not think that this was one of King's best earlier works, but reading it now and changing my thoughts on his writings, this is another tome that was just too long and detailed in character study and development that did not make the story any better. But this is just my opinion. Like always, all of my reviews here on the channel are my opinion only. You don't have to like the book. You don't even have to agree with me. In fact, if you think differently of this book, I would love to talk to you about it. This is why I do the channel. I love talking horror. Now, I would love to hear your comments down in the basement. Please leave comments on the book. Now, I would recommend this book to anyone who does not mind being dragged through a predictable thriller. Yeah, there are horrific scenes in this book. It's not a scary book. It's very thought-provoking. It is very, it is a tale of people that just are so greedy and so jealous of other people. Now, there was a great scene in this book with a young boy, and he wants this highly coveted baseball trading card. Yes, Leland Gaunt is the type of man that will sell to people in Castle Rock the thing that they want the most, even if they don't have the most money in their pocket. Yeah, Leland Gaunt prices his things. He kind of scopes out the person and then says, oh, you know, he kind of eyes them up and down, and he charges them for what is in their pocket or in their purses. And let me tell you what, the The movie is good. The movie, in fact, I think is actually better than the book in some places. But the movie is very, it's a little bit more far-fetched than the book was. Now, the book was, it's very creepy. There are some very disturbing scenes in there, and there are some great and gory murder scenes. So I gave this book 3.5 stabbies out of 5. I don't need to revisit it anytime soon. I probably won't be reading Needful Things again. I read it, I redid it. Now let's get on to this one. Oh my God. A. Lopez Jr., you did it again. Yeah, you gave me nightmares last night. I did. I woke up thinking about... Now, I cannot tell you guys anything much about this book because it is from 2021. It did come out in December, and it's only 91 pages. Yeah, it's only 91 pages. And boy, oh my God. Well, I'm not going to read to you what I wrote on my Goodreads account because I really don't want to spoil anything. This is a very short book. I'm going to read to you what it says on the back of the cover. And it says, First Hunt, a family hunting trip. An unseen evil, a weekend starting out as fun, gone horribly wrong. A father plans a hunting trip for his son, Benjamin, on his birthday. Now, he's only turning 10, so yeah. Along for the ride are his dad's 2 best friends and regular hunting mates. With Benjamin excited to take his first hunting trip, he jumps in with the 3 men he has looked up to in his young life. They hit the road to hunt elk in a remote location deep in the wintry Arizona forest. After they arrive, they settle in and set their plans for the hunt. Soon after, one of them discovers an old abandoned shack deep in the woods, one with a hellish evil inside. Soon, things change and their weekend is turned upside down and surviving is the only way out. Told in the first person from Benjamin's point of view, this story will take you down a dark path to the unbelievable ending. Always stay on the path. Yes. And this is part of A. Lopez's short story pocketbook collection. Now, A. Lopez Jr. Has become this author that I absolutely love. Now, I've read a lot of his books. In fact, I've read almost all of his books now. And he sent me this along with 3 others just a couple weeks ago, and he did write in it to Richard, stay out of the woods, A. Lopez Jr. You guys, I hate this new ring light, but I'm getting used to it. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Oh my God. Benjamin and his dad and his uncle Bear and... God, what was the other guy's name? Anyway... They go hunting. Now, they go to this part of the woods that they've never been before. And this shack that they find, oh my God. Okay, it's so funny because I emailed Junior and I told him, I said, oh my God, dude, you did it again. You scared the shit out of me. This book, in all of its only little 91 pages, oh my God, what is in this shack makes you kind of think of Twisted Timbers, that roller coaster at that famous amusement park over toward the East Coast, where their tagline was stay out of the shack, or what's in the shack. What's in this shack is something you're never, ever going to forget. Now, it is very, very, very creepy. Now, A. Lopez Jr. writes in a way where he can grab your ass from that first chapter, and he makes you hold on for the ride. Now, all I'm going to say is this book, if you look at the cover, here's the shack, And on the cover of this thing is red, something red on the inside of that shack. Now, I will never think of the word choir again the same, and I will never think of the colors red and white ever the same again. Now, they go on their hunting trip, and the first night that they put up their tent, his dad, Benjamin's dad, and his two uncles are drinking beer, and Benjamin's drinking his soda. Well, one of them hears creepy ass music. Now, he stops and thinks, oh my God, is that an organ? What in the hell would an organ be in the middle of the woods? Yeah. So you're thinking right away, what the hell? And then Benjamin hears it. Now, Benjamin hears it later. But when Bear, his uncle, find the shack, they come back and say, oh my God, you guys, you have to see what I just saw, what I just found. I found this shack. And he's like, yeah, right, what the hell's a shack in the middle of the woods for? When they go into the shack, it's very, 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 very small on the outside. Now, if you've ever read House of Leaves by Mark Janlewood, whatever his long ass name was, it's about a house that is way bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. Now, I'm not telling you, or I'm not saying that that's what this shack is, but this shack has got something in it that is extremely evil. If not the shack itself, but as the four of them hear this music, and as it gets more intense, it draws the four of them into the inside four walls of the shack. And what Junior puts in this shack is something you are never going to forget. Now, I would love to show you the last page, but it would ruin the entire story. This book was a book that I would love Junior to expand on. I would love to read this book as a 400 or even a 500-page horror, oh my God, novel, because this thing could have been so much longer. Junior, if you're watching this, oh my God, please, please, please revisit the shack, because oh my God. Yeah, all I'm going to say is read it. It's only 91 pages. It's available on Amazon, as all his books are. Now, he did send me 3 other little pocketbook collection books, and I've already gotten through halfway of one of them, and this book only took me maybe an hour and 15 minutes to read. Now, the print in this book is pretty big, actually. It's not a small printed book. But let me tell you, what's in this shack, you're never going to forget. So, you guys, I loved it. 5 out of 5 stars. Easily. Now, it says on the front, unseen evil is the worst kind. Oh my God. I want to tell you guys so bad what this book is about. But if you ever saw the oh my God, I think it came out in the very early 90s. But Disney released a sequel to Beauty and the Beast, and it was called Belle's Magical Christmas. Now, if you guys have seen that cartoon, you're going to remember that Tim Curry played the voice of Forte, and he was an evil organ. Now, the thing that's creating this music puts Tim Curry's creepy ass character to shame. You guys, pick up First Hunt. You can skip Needful Things. Most of you have already probably read Needful Things, but like I say all the time, you guys pick up a good scary book. It's good for you. Have a great nightmares. New Year's Eve is coming up Friday night, so I'm just gonna celebrate right now. Yeah, you guys. Hopefully, hopefully that little special effect worked. But you guys have fun New Year's Eve. 2022 is right around the corner, you guys. Can you believe it? And yes, Sunday, oh my God, I'm going to be 61 years old. Yeah, you guys, Sunday's my birthday. So from one diva to all of you other divas out there, B, hopefully you're doing good up in Vancouver, BC. I haven't talked to you in probably a month. We need to chat. And to all of you other followers of the channel, thanks for following. Please leave a comment about either of these books. I know I've talked to 4 of you that have read all of A. Lopez Jr.'s books. And yeah. Oh my God. You guys just pick up First Hunt. It's great. I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay scared and live your life like a book. Just don't turn that last page, because once you do, it's over, you guys. Take care. I'll see you in the next video. I'm Richard with Nightmares. Cheers, anyone. See you guys.